Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to VRML preseason week 4. This is a Black Friday matchup here in North America between ReeVspawn and Systematic Failure. Hopefully, because I don't have any invites yet, but we'll see if that changes soon. On your broadcast team tonight, I'm Palidore, joined by SputnikKobra, and yeah, how's it going, man?
It's going great. I'm just looking at this matchup on the Master League website and waiting for invites. I know that Levity posted his stream, so at least they have one player out of the 8 ready and willing to play. So
yeah, well, this match was just scheduled only a few hours ago. Yeah, so kind of took me by surprise, but here we are. Hopefully, the players are along the way soon as well. Not
it
too.
should be.
Speaking of, there's, as the stream has no doubt heard that, my invite with that desktop notification. So, good news. Now just a matter of getting Sputnik in.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that invite. If you have Atlas up, I can also join that.
Yep, I'll put it on Atlas. And on that note, as always, go download Atlas. If you're listening to this, you play the game. Haven't downloaded it yet, go get it. Private match browser. Makes joining easy. You don't have to have people on your friends list or invite or anything. Set it on Atlas and people can join through there, both as spectators or as players.
And I will say that Atlas is easily the best piece of software that's, it's unused by the community, and that's a shame, because it's a great piece of software. It can enable you to get into a match very quickly, enable you to set up a match. It's great for pickup nights, and it's great for everyone. And I second Palidore.
And it's up for you right now if you just click on that real quick so I can switch to my spectator. Then I'll be good.
I don't see it.
Try refreshing. Yeah,
Alright, I'm in the match.
Okay, cool. In that case, I will be too momentarily.
So it should be a good matchup between Systematic Failure and ReeVspawn. As ReeVspawn's been playing well and they've been, getting better, as they continue to play more matches, and I'm really excited to see how they play come the beginning of the season. But it's been great to watch them develop as a team and put their passion towards Echo Arena and really learn a love for that game.
Yeah, for ReeVspawn, they've won 3 of their last 4 matches now. So starting to pick up the pace here as we get towards the end of week 4. I'm going to ping the players to start. All of them already in the match, so I can only assume that means they forgot about poor old Palidore and Sputnik. So we already started the stream. So if you're listening to this later, ReeVspawn Systematic Failure, a tisk. But that aside, we are ready to go here. Team's readying up, so we'll go on to the gameplay. And
yes, if you're watching it, please invite us at least 10 minutes prior to the match.
If possible. Definitely nice to be all up in it and ready to go, but not a problem either way. In the meantime, hello to the chat over on Twitch, VTS joining us here, as he often does. Good to see you. And just as well, the grumpiest broom. Alright, so as we get ready to go, will be ReeVspawn on the orange side, Vex, Levity, Vidman, and Zux, and Systematic Failure taking the first joust, but having it stolen. Systematic Failure is Big Bot, Cam Jam G, Vraskus, and Carefulessness. Now off it goes to the barrier area. Round has begun and taken by Cam, who clears it down and looks for some boosts in the back line. But ReeVspawn, they've been getting faster and faster every week, it would seem.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's been great to see them develop as an Echo Arena team.
Now that said, Carefulessness for Systematic Failure will take over the disc. And now throw it through on that intercept. And back to the other side it goes. I see Kaznaz in the chat. And now Zux going in with the double clutch and then puts it in. Not too much, just a 2-pointer for ReeVspawn to open this one up. So Kaznaz, what you doing over there, buddy? Why aren't you in here?
Yeah, I just noticed that they had a sub. So, Zux this is the second game he subbed. He's a strong substitute player. Probably one of the best on the list right now.
Yeah, last time around that he subbed, forgot which team it was for just a few days back, but he had a really strong showing. But now, a strong steal getting punched as Cam Jam still manages to get it to the bottom of that bubble. Overtaken by Levity. Levity looking for his angles. They do have the back pass available and sending it on through and for a clear instead. Maybe back to the hands of Systematic here if they can avoid that overshoot, which unfortunately is what happens. So Levity takes that over, going for the sling of a shot, Vidman. And Sputnik, I'm hearing some feedback of myself through your mic, just by the way. That aside, it is 4 points quickly for ReeVspawn. Again, Kaznaz over there just playing the player's coach role, I suppose. And now Sputnik's in a wind tunnel. Big Bot sending the clear out through into the hands of Cam Jam G. He's going to be converged, collided upon, resulting in the save from Vidman. Vidman always so good at the goal. But now the disc flying into the sidewall, taken back by Zux, substituting for their team today, and cannot quite make that. So back to Vex it goes. Gonna be contested down there, down low, flung into the mid area now as well. It's still a pair of players there, just kind of waiting in the back for Systematic. So Vex working that in. Zux not able to get the catch. But for ReeVspawn, still collecting it, almost intercepting it. But now Vex Z collecting it. That is to say the 2 points for 6 now on ReeVspawn's side.
14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7.
So off it goes for Systematic failure. Unable to get on the scoring board so far. We're a few minutes in. And I see Kaznaz saying he's on vacation. Makes sense. It is the holiday season, holiday weekend of sorts. So, hey. Levity finding a way now as it gets cleared down the mid area. Over to the side wall. And now taken right back by Vraskis. Pass on over to Levity. Levity going up and making it for the 8th point. Almost a save by Vraskis, getting his hands on it, but it was already just about in the goal by the time he touched it. So, as a result, the goal is good.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
BTS says, vacationing from his responsibilities, directed at Kaznaz as well. You know, isn't that what vacation is for? Levity takes the disc over there. Carefulness pressuring, but nice pass to Vex up ahead. 2 of his teammates going on the approach, but nice steal from Big Bot. Getting that one through, but just as well, almost an identical play except from Levity over for ReeVspawn's side. Swiping that, and now looking for a pass so he can shoot that. Vex another 2, going up by 10 points now.
14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7.
So pardon Sputnik a moment, he's just trying to adjust a couple of his settings there. So we'll be good. And now going off is Big Bot. Trying to contest that stack, unable to, and as a result, the turnover. Gonna go on in on Vraskis here at goal, take an anchor, but no! Kind of denied there by Big Bot. Got a piece of it at least, and managed to clear it into the corner pocket, where a few players for both teams converge. Zux coming away, however, looking for that pass straight away, and then right back over the hands of Vex, but off the wall. Free for all. And now Zux will stand tall and try for the shot. That was a really tight one. Blazingly fast, but still getting on through to the other side. And maybe collected here by ReeVspawn momentarily in stride. But now snagged by Cam. Cam looking for it. And almost, that actually might have gone in had it not been for the defense getting back. But in any case, Levity taking that away. And now to the other side, they will play as they look for a stack, a slowish one coming from a couple of these players, and a faster one, much faster, in fact, was Zux, but cannot make the shot. But on the putback attempt, also not. Carefulness the save, but again, another try and another failure, I suppose. I was going to say systematic, but that was a ReeVspawn shot, but nonetheless, not quite on the accuracy right now. But fast on the stacks at the very least. I mean, ReeVspawn, like I said, has been getting faster and faster. They're getting back on defense. They're collecting their stacks well. So whatever they're not getting here on offense as they do try and launch on through for the boost, they're making up for a lot of it with speed. I mean, they're getting a lot of attempts at the goal right now. In this case, it is actually systematic failure with the recovery. But now splitting off, getting that disc. But it's going to be a miss. Save there by Vraskis at the goal. And now another intercept by Zux at that wedge. So Levity gets a delivery, and absolutely, for the 12th point. Not too shabby. Lots of attempts, and finally, systematic failure just could not save that one or do anything about it for the 4th or 5th attempt. And ReeVspawn finding themselves up, trying to recollect. I see Naven, Epic Naven in the chat. Hello. It's been a week or two since I've seen you. Welcome back. Levity taking that. And then from the Merc area, he will Merc in the 3. On the mark, on the Merc. What have you. Levity getting it done there. So now with 15 points on the board with about 2.5 left, ReeVspawn recollecting themselves. Going on defense here, trying to collect some more shots perhaps. That mercy mark is at the 20, and this will be a steal in fact. So Zux will take it. A little bit too high, too much to the left. So on the approach, it's going to be collected there. Looks like by Zux, and Levity as well gets a nice grab at the shortest of ranges. Goes up to the ceiling, and cannot find a pass or a goal, but Zux again, dodging. Only for a moment, Big Bot rejecting it. Sent to the mid area. Good stacks from both these teams, boosting away. And Cam Jam slinging it away. But still yet, ReeVspawn regathers. And now Zux will take it. Go for that bowling ball of a shot, but way in the back line. It's Vraskis there. Not a problem. And now off the top wedge, taken by Levity. Levity slings it into the tunnel. And then ReeVspawn off and away, but could not handle the disc, overshooting, oversailing. And now carefulness, Herveiling with a disc. Finds a nice pass to Big Bot. Trying to go for a grab on his teammate, a little boost there. Missed the first one, but that's a really nice cross, but cut off by Zux. That's another nice clear. And it's just basically a matter of whoever can find their boost faster and then find some of these passes for the nice spacing, and then right in his place, it's Zux for the 17th point as this first round winds to a close. I see Land's End in there again too. Another familiar face lately. A lot of familiar faces in chat, nice to see. And now rolling out with 30 seconds left. The miss grab on the other end as the disc floats into Vidman's. Actually passed him, so trying to look for the rebound. And maybe on the next attempt, no. Cam Jam got his head jammed by a punch, but Big Bot taking his lunch on the steal. Trying to whirl around and wind it, but Zux will find it, will punch it, and will send it to the other end. 5 seconds left. Nothing more than a Hail Mary attempt coming through here. And off the awkward grab, Big Bot manages to get that. Kind of had a little one of those phase out of existence plays. Oh, and Sputnik's back. Well, hello. 17-0.
I waited for the end of the round. I thought that would be the polite thing to do. I hope it sounds all right.
Oh yeah, you're good now, I think. I hope.
All right, that's good. Strong initial showing from ReeVspawn.
Oh yeah, they got it done, and you're not able to get the mercy, but they still do manage to collect them 17 points and almost get the job done there. A lot of the boosts I mentioned, just bringing him back into it, off of clears and mishandles, they're just able to get that disc faster on most of those occasions, it seems.
yeah, ReeVspawn has done a great job of, learning how to, immediately recognize where your teammates are, find them, boost with them, and play in transition. These were issues that they had problems with, during the first week and the second week, and now they're getting in the groove of things and they're making the adjustments they need to.
And we'll give us a look at the stats too as this clock winds down on the intermission.
So we got strong showings by everybody on ReeVspawn. Vex with 4 points, Levity with 5, Vidman with 2, Zux with 4. Everyone's got 1 assist except for Levity with 2, and it's the start of the second round, and let's see how it goes.
Oh, we will see indeed. Second round underway. Taken away by CamJam. Sends it through. Clear to the other side there. ReeVspawn side of the floor. That's a nice punch by Cam as well. Going to be joined by his teammate Carefulessness, trying to get a stun off. Now Vidman is at goal, reliably so, as he usually is there whenever he's required to be. And now Vidman and Vex also looking for a stack once that clear goes through. So nice patience there. A little mishandle on that regrab will result in Vex maybe still getting there first, just without a teammate quite in tow yet. And now Vraskus at the goal, just the same for his team.
Vraskus is playing really far back. They're only playing 3 men up. And it's, really...
Oh, going up for the 2 by the buys, Vex.
So Systematic Failure is only playing with 3 men on offense. They're leaving Vraskus back at Bowtie and Nest. And I really think that they should reconsider that.
Yeah, those, well, not working out for them so far. And, Systematic is a newer team, that is to say, as well. They're coming along, and they've had a lot of, close ones. I still remember that series with Rush, as rushing for the catch and mishandling that. Vidman has a plan, and that is trying to get the clear.
They are a newer team, and if they do watch this, they need to reconsider that, and they need to put that man up, and they have to boost with him back and play in transition.
Ooh, now just a misgrab by Levity there will result in Systematic getting it back. There's a pair of players there for Systematic up in that corner for blue, and now on through, trying to get that disc, but again, just a narrow miss. Now still will be grabbed by CamJam. He has a lineup on a shot, but floating downwards, had to kind of rush it, just knowing how fast ReeVspawn is. He didn't want to take too much time, but unfortunately could not quite nail it. So as a result, the players will trailblaze it back to the other end, and that is going to be ReeVspawn for the collection, and dumping it in is Vex.
Systematic Failure needs to get their boosts. They need to play in transition better, and hopefully they'll get better with time. But that's the big difference between these teams, and it's hurting them dearly.
Yeah, I think so. It's one of those things. I just to advise, newer teams and stuff as we see them roll out here for Systematic. Is anytime you do not have the disc, just like this situation here. So the clear goes through. The immediate reaction should be to immediately turn around if you're Systematic. But now that said, maybe looking for a turnaround on the goal. Vraskus goes to the hole, and that's 2 points on the board for Systematic now.
Good grab, good score. They needed that momentum. Hopefully it will carry them through the second round.
Absolutely. And just to continue on what I was saying, it's so, yeah, when the disc is not in your possession, so if you're Systematic, that disc is down the floor. At every single opportunity, it's just immediately, when that disc is gone, you're turning around, you're looking for either a teammate or even an enemy. Point is, you're getting a grab on someone, anyone, doesn't even matter. I think that's just the only thing that's holding him back a little bit right now, but now no holding back on that shot. Vex going in for the 6th point for ReeVspawn.
We can only hope that they watch the stream and they learn from what we say, because we want every team to get better. And these are just small adjustments that will make a huge difference.
Yeah, and you know what? It wasn't that many weeks ago. I mentioned in the last cast too, ReeVspawn now, definitely finding their momentum. They started out, a little bit rougher around the edges on some of those games, but week to week, they've been coming through. CamJam coming through with a steal, might have himself an open goal, lining it up slowly, but cannot make it. Maybe his own rebound, and then going to town on the putback effort there. But yeah,
the players are yelling at one another.
For ReeVspawn, though, it's they started off, losing their first couple, 2 or 3, but they've gone 3 of their last 4 now have been victories, and they've definitely come along very well. Again, I've said week to week, I'm seeing the differences in ReeVspawn's playing, looking more collected on the passes, the back passes. Their defense is better, their stacks are better. And so just as well for systematic failure, you just got to find, you know, those points of improvement, and that shot is going to do it. KamJam. That was a hot shot from deep down on the floor.
Someone clipped that because that was a beautiful shot. You saw his arm completely wind up, and it was graceful.
Oh,
Great
yeah.
shot.
Deadeye from that mid-court. Beautiful shot, and now systematic failure as a result. They're going to be up by a point here with halfway left in the second round. Very nice. So Zuck's going on through now as some brawls resound through the arena. Now with VexZ rather, having it stolen. KamJam there, Big Bot as well. A couple of players for ReeVspawn collecting it, and now into the goal, but off the post. Back into the back line it goes, and the dogpile forms up here. David asking if I used some tea tree shampoo. No. What a unusual question. But Vraskis will take that and now dish it out to maybe KamJam. Yes, he'll receive it. And now KamJam also looking for a soft pass on over, just as soft as that half-court shot earlier. And now returning it to Big Bot. So some nice soft passing here makes it easier to catch if you're systematic failure. That said, a little bit of mishandling on the Geo there will briefly cause a turnover, and then on over the clear into the side wall. So off it will go back into the tunnel. Taken on that ramp by Vraskis, playing that back line continuously so. And Carefulness receiving the disc. A long cross to the other side. And now with a couple teammates in stride, but no, gets punched. And the disc back in the hands, though, of Cam. And just missing the shot. Carefulness there for the rebound. And now see where they go. We have a few players just outside the bubble. So that results in a turnover. Vidman will take it and clear it. And those are one of those things as well. So they went for the forward pass, Systematic did, as the shot goes out and misses. But because of the fact that they didn't really have, you know, they had one teammate in there. Even if he made the catch, that was a 1v4 situation. So those are the kind of things. Definitely, you know, more patience on offense will help them greatly.
Yeah, these teams need to collect themselves. They're kind of playing at a frantic pace, and they're not playing organized.
But trying to recollect here is Levity for ReeVspawn. Another send through. It's actually Carefulness there. It's going to bounce off the top, have a little shot at it. Fast stack coming on through. Vraskis almost attacking it, but cannot do too much. So as such, it'll go back into the other side and taken back by Levity. So look at this. They're going to look for the pass. Actually cut off by Carefulness. Zux was in tow, but he kind of lost his handles. So I was expecting a clear and boost, but instead we might just get ourselves a bigger lead for Systematic if they can come back here, and they're looking kind of good at the moment. Pacing it out now. KamJam delivering to shoulder, but another mishandle, so just unfortunate on that one because it was the right pass. Luckily, Big Bot is there, but Big Bot, no shot. Vidman, he can find the save. Backline, though, back to Systematic maybe, but the overshoots as well. Almost automatic on these stacks as ReeVspawn going through into the bubble, trying to give him some trouble. Vraskis taking over, trying to take cover and find someone on the other side. Now it looks like it will be indeed another clear ReeVspawn side of the floor. Fast stacks. Look at that 4-man in sync there. Not the band, but might as well be for ReeVspawn. Looking good on that approach. Back on defense. Trying to take it. I got pinged because I forgot to mute my Discord. Please no one take advantage of that for the next 30 seconds until I mute this again. Okay, did it. Anyways, Zux is going to take that and dish it on over to KamJam.
Does ReeVspawn realize that they're down? They're not playing like a team that's down score. They have the ability to pass. They need to collect themselves and get back into the game.
Well, trying to do just that here for Systematic, on the other hand, cannot collect it, so they're still holding on to that narrow 1-point lead. And looks like Naven showing me that shampoo, so thanks. I'll take a look when I can. But Systematic doing the best they can to hang on to this lead. And oh man, it's going to float back into the hands of Zuck, so this may not be good. Now, Systematic does have a goalie playing back, but just the same with 40 seconds. If they can score here as they draw it near Vraskis, an excellent save at the last second, but the interception from Zucks will not put it in. No money, no bucks, but Big Bot having it stolen and oh, cannot put it in. Again, that was so close. One more shot at this one as it goes through the barrier, and now the carrier Vex will take it. Last 20 seconds of this second round, and maybe the game indeed. ReeVspawn pulling away.
When I mentioned frantic play, that might have been the epitome of it this whole round. It was very 4 consecutive shots, some weird bounces, but they put it in.
8-7 as a result now. This round coming to a close. That was a crazy sequence there at the end, and ultimately paying off for ReeVspawn, just stealing the game out of the hands of Systematic. Failure in that round. In any case, stat time, Sput, go.
So with the second round being a much closer game than the first round, we've got Cam Jam carrying his team with 5 points, 1 save, and 5 steals. Vraskis making a crucial amount of saves, almost carrying the team through the second round, but wasn't able to get the last one. But he got 5 saves, Carefulness with 1 save, while we've got ReeVspawn with, Vex with 12 points, Levity 5, Vidman 2, and Zucks 4. So, a good round, good point distribution, and hopefully the third round will be just as good as this one.
Absolutely, and right now you can see on the team stats as well, just about deadlock there in possession time. Very close. Shots taken, however, firmly favoring ReeVspawn with 26 shots to 10 for Systematic. So again, it was that mid-court play, that speed, allowing them to get multiple opportunities on offense. So despite the identical possession time, ReeVspawn much more fast with their pacing and quick to get those put-back attempts for goals.
Yeah, ReeVspawn wasn't as collected the second round. Hopefully they'll go into this with a lot better composure than they did the previous round.
I almost forgot the overlay, luckily, only for about 10 seconds. And now going to Levity for ReeVspawn. This is the final round. And now shot a bit low. Gonna barely miss and head off to the sidewall where there are players, or there is a player at least for ReeVspawn there. Gonna be contested, but you see that on the recollect. Can he put it in? No, sir. It's Vraskis there with a save. Big Bot, kind of the save on the save, getting that disc back after it floated out of Vraskis' hands.
Vraskis read that pass off the floor and he stopped the guy. And that was good defensive play, but his team needs to get the disc out.
And unable to, unfortunately, so it's right back to the second, third, fourth attempts. These putback attempts from ReeVspawn, able to get it done.
Spinning and juking off the ceiling was a good move. Took a nice long two. Put his team in the lead.
Yeah, first 2 points, about a minute in. Just off that, I believe, third shot attempt. And they got a few looks at it, and that's just what's buying them a lot of these goals. Now, Systematic coming out here, trying to find a way to get back on through. They almost had that second round, just the very last moment, lost it. So hopefully for them, they're still able to come here and put on, a good show, score some points. A nice stun from Big Bot will at least help the case as he gets a clear just the same. Then taken back on the wedge is Vidman. Vidman looking for a pass. Not a lot of momentum. It will manage to actually squeeze through as the ramp shot goes on through. But in the back line, Vraskis will be there. And now trying for maybe another putback slingshot. But what a save. Vraskis. Oh, but the putback again. So the story continues of good defense from Systematic, but then just the relentlessness from ReeVspawn buying them more and more buckets.
Vraskis is there to save these goals, but he needs to be up there on offense too.
Trying to roll out Big Bot. Speaking of that offense, trying to get it, but at this point, losing it. So Vex Z will try and abuse it, and he does for the 2 up in the top corner of that goal.
14, 13, 12, 11,
So
Yeah, they
far.
need to figure out a new strategy moving Vraskis further up because this, I can't stress it enough. This will not work.
Just I'm taking a look too. See, systematic failure right now. They have 65% of the saves, 11 to 6. Everything else is just about 50-50. It's all like the saves are in systematic's failure, systematic failure's favor. Meanwhile, the assist, still in the favor as well of ReeVspawn. But like a lot of these things are 50-50. It's really just the shot attempts being taken by ReeVspawn. Because otherwise,
ReeVspawn, they're also giving up a lot of possession. There in the second round, they made a lot of bad passes that they aren't making this round, and they didn't make the first round.
yeah, and that's kind of like the ebb and flow of Echo Arena sometimes, right? Where you just try and find the might of a shot from Zux. But that aside, yeah, that's sometimes how the game ebb and flows. You have these little spurts, minutes at a time sometimes, where things just get all kinds of haywire, crazy. Can't find your passes, the clears. I mean, even back in 3v3 days, that was still the case. It would happen at times. So, that's kind of the flow. And that's why we really like this idea of this format of 10-minute games, just to give a chance for those flows to play out. Now, going in for the flowing shot into the goal, it's Cam Jam G. Assist to Carefulness.
Yeah, the 4v4 dynamic is a lot. It's better. It's better in every way, and these teams need to experiment with it, and they can't use a dedicated goalie.
Right now, I'm also just taking a look at some more of those stats, and 16 points for Vex. He is carrying the offensive load at the moment, trying to roll into that steal. Nice punch by Big Bot. Maybe as a result will be a turnover. Looks like the case. But maybe out of place. Ooh, that bounce pass just squeezing through. But another interception still. And Vex will receive it. Carefulness contesting it. And looks like Big Bot collecting it. So now a stack, but unable to get the regrabs on that one. So a soft boost coming through. And Cam Jam will be there, but so will a goalie. Or a ReeVspawn. He's going to go off the backboard. And it's going to back on out to his teammates, who just actually missed a catch. So again, a little bit of unluckiness there as it's recollected by Vex. Oh, but he loses it now. So a turnaround off the wall there. A slingshot into the open goal, but not able to capitalize on the exposure. So again, looking for some closure is ReeVspawn, trying to find a boost and maybe buy themselves a goal on the other end. And there you go. No problem. That's a 3. Just as intended.
Great shot.
I caught that at the last possible second with the cameras because I glanced at the minimap. I'm like, huh, that looks like that could be a bounce in. And then I switched right as it went in. So, hey, it works out for ReeVspawn. That's the 11th point now. 11-2 lead. A bounce. Another one from Zux. That's 2 in a row from deep down there. This time going off the ramp. So Zux, you talked about him being a mighty good sub. Well, there you go with a pair of impressive shots from deep.
Yeah, another great shot. If they were intentional, they were definitely great shots.
I think the second one definitely was. At least, I don't know. You see plenty of people take those bowling ball shots these days. That first one, maybe not intentional, but you know what? I can't even say for sure these days. There are so many players who have gotten so much better at taking bounces from all sorts of angles that nothing should surprise me terribly much these days. But being surprised by the brawls and overtaken, ReeVspawn getting that through on the clear. Now coming on through for the boost. One retreating into the goal for them. Vraskis, of course. And now looking for the clear, but no boost. Big Bot now finding Carefulness so that they get a nice regrab. All with each other. Needs to find some separation, some spacing for those passes. A little bit of trouble when they're that close together. Now taking that over and rejecting it to the midline once more. It will be Vraskis and Big Bot there for the collection. Rebounding that. Now trying to find some vision on a man, on a teammate down the floor. But some unfortunate bounces. Will be followed by a much more fortunate grab as he dodges on through. But Zux. So now after the 2 consecutive deep threes, he finds himself a save. and now is in the clear for maybe another goal. Absolutely for 3. Zux carrying it right now in this third round with some incredible gameplay. 9 points just in the last couple minutes alone for him.
Yeah, some great play from Zux. Long shots, fast movement, and a great slap.
Really nice on his part. Did basically end-to-end. Went coast to coast on that one. Or I guess maybe orbit to orbit, given the setting. But hey, carefulness, trying to find a steady footing. Just slapping it towards the bow tie area. Usually a safe place to assume teammates might be. And now will take it is Cam Jam G. Trying to dodge through, but is punched out instead. And now set out to the pockets where a lightly boosted Zux is coming along, trying to find a grab on that one. He's been having a heck of a game, so I'd be watching out if I were them. But Cam will work that now from the bottom corner of the bubble, kind of near that elbow area. Looking for a great pass, and the little dunk. Kind of a gentle toss in right there with a finesse, more so than ferocity for Vasquez.
Good play. They finally took their time. They let their offense get set up. They let Vasquez come up from the backfield, and that was the play that they needed to be doing this whole round.
Yeah, and Kaznaz saying in the chat there, Zux has 0 chill. Yep, he's nothing else. He's looking mighty hot on that shot right now. And Levity will go down to Zux, the aforementioned, turning, spinning, winning, getting it again. Zux, 0 chill indeed. Red hot, but the blood ice cold.
Now he's just going for steez. He's got 2 long threes, and he went for the nice spin shot. He's got no chill, as Kaznaz said.
19-4, 22 seconds left. Winding on down, a nice quick boost there on the other end from ReeVspawn, able to pressure some quick passes. It will be now in the hands of carefulness, though, trying to buy them maybe one more goal. A deep cross of a pass, and at last, Vasquez, the kiss goodbye on this round as the clock winds down. It's 19-7 for ReeVspawn.
That's the end of this round. Orange team wins.
Great game. It was good to see Systematic Failure make the adjustments they need to make. They took their time in the third round, and hopefully they'll make the further changes that they need to do to be more competitive.
Yeah, coming along, and again, maybe follow that trajectory that we've seen ReeVspawn play over the weeks, where it's just that steady improvement. And I certainly think they're going to be on the right track there. Got to stick with it, take some of those, some of Sputnik's advice, and also just review these VODs, things like that. There are things certainly to work on, but not a bad effort whatsoever, especially in the rounds 2 and 3. They were scoreless in the first round, Systematic was, but by the end of it, they collected 7 points in both the second and third. So that was a much, much better turnaround for Systematic by that second and third.
Oh, most definitely. And best of luck to Systematic Failure. They're all good players. They just need to get the proper chemistry, and work on strategy and theory more. And that will only come with time. And they just got to put that in. So best of luck to them. A great game from ReeVspawn. ReeVspawn's making the adjustments that I said they would be making in the first round in the first game against Kangarillas. And I went hard on them because I know they have a lot of talent, and we're going to be seeing them shine for the next few weeks.
And so now, as a result, ReeVspawn winning, well, their last, I suppose, 4 of their last 5. So they're coming right along for sure, finding their stride here in the second half of this preseason. And looking at the team stats as well, can't do the player stats because they all left at this point. But again, the story of the shots taken, 36-15 in favor of ReeVspawn. So just the relentlessness, going over and over again on those goals after the recoveries, and also assists. 11 for ReeVspawn to the 3 on Systematic's side. And again, though, Systematic did have more saves. They won out in that end, and they kept up pretty much in everything else. Possession time, steals, stuns, all very close margins. It's just basically the barrage of offense from ReeVspawn coming back again and again and again, and eventually buying them a goal after goal off that effort. So with that said, that will be our match for today. For the moment, Levity in the game kissing Zux's MVP badge and then flying away. Fittingly, I suppose, Zux had himself an excellent game. And our next matchup, we do have at least one more tonight, I do believe, and that will be Chaos versus Carbonite. And Carbonite we did see play earlier, by the by, so see them right here again. But until then, I've been Palidore. This has been VRML preseason week 4. Sputnik joining us on the side, and send us away.
We hope to see you at 10:30 or in the next hour, and have a good night.